This Thursday, spring will finally be here, and so is the beginning of fresh produce. Today we're joined by Brian Luscher, chef and owner of the fabulous Grape restaurant. He's cooking with super fresh ingredients that you'll find at the White Rock local market. I cannot say enough wonderful things about your restaurant.
Well, thank you very much.
There's no soup in the world like the mushroom soup.
Everyone loves it.
I know. And so you're going to do a frittata today with locally grown products.
That's right.
And this is for the White Rock local market. Tell me about that.
The White Rock local market is a pop-up farmers market that is at two different locations. One is on the first and third Saturday of the month. It's at the Garland Road at the Green Spot. And then on the second and fourth Saturday of the month, it is at the Lakewood Baptist Church on Garland Road.
On Garland Road.
That's right.
So it's open every Saturday during the month. Mm-hmm. And if they go to your website,
that's right,
then they can find out the exact location.
Exactly right.
All right, let's start with the frittata and what you're going to do.
The first market of the season was just on Saturday.
All right.
So we shopped the market, picked up all these great local products, and I decided to just kind of how easy it is to put something together.
All right.
And here we are on St. Patrick's Day, inspired by some greenery.
Green onions. I want you to get a close-up. Look at these fabulous locally grown onions. I mean, where do you find this but at the local market?
All of our products and produce are either produced or grown within 150 miles.
And this is from the Texas Olive Ranch,
That's
which
right.
is wonderful olive oils in different flavors. That is marvelous. And they come in large bottles and small.
We're going to start off with a few mushrooms. And again, these are just some items that we found at the market. And it changes throughout the year according to the season.
And those are, what are they?
There are some cremini mushrooms, some oyster mushrooms, some shiitake mushrooms.
All right.
Just a few mushrooms. And then we're going to add these spring onions in.
This looks wonderful.
Great for a meatless Monday. We're just going to saute these up, soften them up.
Salt
and
kosher.
Pepper. That's right. We've got some great other seasonings from Chef Milton that you could use.
These seasonings right here.
That's right, here.
And all of these are at the local market. When you go every Saturday, you can find all these ingredients, and as well as fresh herbs like oregano, mint, dill, everything's there.
Great coffees.
Yes.
Baked goods. So much great baked goods.
You're adding kale now.
That's right. Everybody loves the kale. So we're going to add some kale
is
here.
in.
It is,
everything's kale now.
We're going to throw some butter in here, but you could easily omit it if you chose. And we're just going to kind of wilt these.
Oh my gosh, and you've got fresh goat cheese?
Mm-hmm. We'll put some of that on top when we're all done. And then
you're just wilting that kale.
We're just going to wilt it. I like the crunch. You see the real vibrant color change there?
Yes, and I noticed that you didn't chop the mushrooms up real fine.
I like them chunky.
Yes, I do too. How many eggs?
Well, we've got 6 eggs here. I'm probably going to use about 4. I'm gonna look and see. But again, you can tell by the color how yellow these are. These lovely locally grown.
They don't look like you get at a chain supermarket, I'll tell you.
The folks that are providing eggs, I mean, they're harvesting the eggs that morning and bringing them into the market, and they sell out quick. So get there early. We open up at 8 o'clock every Saturday.
Now you don't let that sit for a while.
We're gonna give it just a stir and you'll kind of see that I'm trying to do this without a nonstick pan. We'll see how.
It's better in a nonstick pan.
That's right.
And when do you add the goat cheese?
We're gonna put that on top at the end after we flip this.
Oh my gosh.
But we're gonna give it a flip. We'll see how that turns out.
How many local growers are there at the market?
I would think there's at least 20 farmers that are there, and then probably almost the same amount of local producers of coffee, of cookies, salsas, the olive oils, all the baked goods.
When they come in, do they have to rent the space?
Well, they have to apply, and then they have to be accepted, which that process is pretty particular because we go out to the farms and make sure they're growing. There are no resellers.
Okay,
no one's going down and buying a case of cantaloupes and selling them out of the trunk of their car.
Okay. If it says locally produced, it is. It's not a scam.
It's been confirmed.
Now you're just using a rubber spatula.
That's right.
To kind of get this up and then fold it over.
We'll see. We may end up with just some a big omelet, just some scrambled eggs here.
It's beautiful.
It smells great.
This is so good. Now, when does the goat cheese go on? I'm just dying to taste this goat cheese.
We're gonna flip this over here in a second, and we're gonna top it with some goat cheese.
You're gonna flip that?
I am.
I want to stand back when you do.
Stand back. We're either gonna make a big mess or it's gonna be an ooh and ah moment. And you could take this at this point and put it in the oven and let it bake.
Oh,
and
that's
put
a good idea.
That's right. So we'll see what's gonna happen here.
All right.
Here comes the big payoff.
Okay, we're trying to stick around so you can see. Look, he did it. Is that great? Isn't that great? This guy ought to know what he's been doing. How long have you had the grape?
I've owned it now for 6 years.
Oh, well, it's
been
beautiful.
Open since
You can stock
1972.
up on great produce and so much more by visiting the White Rock Local Market every Saturday. For more details on location of the market, visit their website, whiterocklocalmarket.org. And for the recipe made here today, you can log on to thebroadcasttv.com and click on today's links. And when we come back, we're talking about luck again, but this time as a feeling. Do you feel lucky? We hope you do, but stick around and see.
Very lucky.
Oh, this is